For decades, building software meant writing static lines of code and waiting days to see them. Now, that workflow happens in seconds. By the end of this tutorial, you will know how to take a single reference video and generate 5 completely distinct on-brand interface designs. Then, we'll take the best of those visual designs and convert it into a working application without you needing to write a single line of syntax. To execute this, you only need 3 things: a free Claude account, a reference image to start from, and your basic brand guidelines. This workflow enables you to move from a visual idea to a functional piece of software in a single session. Here is how you set it up. Step 1. Log into Claude and upload your reference media file directly into the chat interface. If you simply ask the AI to build an app, the process breaks down. Vague instructions force the model to guess, resulting in generic, unusable interfaces. To prevent this, we apply the PRD method. A product requirements document creates rigid rules that force the AI to produce structured, usable output. This mock document shows the 3 mandatory constraints for your mini PRD. You must define the core purpose, identify the target audience, and provide exact brand color hex codes. By defining these boundaries up front, you force the AI to act as a disciplined software developer, rather than a random image generator. Now combine the PRD and reference file into a single structured command. First, instruct the AI to analyze the reference file and extract the core user experience flow. Forcing the AI to map the user journey before it touches any visuals ensures the final layout makes logical sense, preventing structural errors later on. This illustrates part 2 of the command. We instruct the AI to branch out and generate 5 unique structural variations simultaneously. Finally, we apply constraints from our mini PRD, commanding the AI to lock in the brand guidelines across all 5 unique layouts. Hit Enter, and Claude populates its side-by-side preview window with 5 distinct, fully rendered interface options. Generating this volume of concepts manually requires hours of dragging and dropping in a design tool. You just executed it in a single step. This multi-layered prompt architecture guarantees you receive the necessary design variety while strictly maintaining brand safety. Review the 5 outputs Claude generated and select the single strongest design to carry forward. This loop diagram represents our next phase, loop engineering. Instead of trying to write a perfect initial prompt, we focus entirely on rapid visual iteration. Send a command for rounder buttons, hex codes for the navbar, and apply modernized typography. The design regenerates with your exact corrections. True mastery of AI design requires mastering the speed of these iterative feedback loops, adjusting the output until it meets your exact specifications. Now that the visual layout is refined, we transition from design to functional software construction. Issue your final command. Order Claude to transform the design into a fully functional React component. You'll see a split-screen layout like this mockup. Code generates on the left side, while live visual rendering happens concurrently on the right. You can interact directly with that rendered preview. You'll find that the buttons respond and the navigation flows exactly like a real application. This is vibe coding, moving from a visual concept to a functional architecture without ever writing the underlying syntax yourself. Vibe coding shifts your role from a mechanic tightening individual lines of code to a director guiding the final outcome. Look closely at your final completed app interface. A process that typically requires days of back and forth has been compressed into minutes. You now have a functional, on-brand prototype that responds to user input and is ready for workflow integration. If you want to replicate this exact process for your own projects, the resources are ready for you right now. The exact prompts we use today, along with live weekly workshops covering prompt engineering and AI agents, are available inside our free WhatsApp community. Mastering these workflows allows you to deploy tools in minutes that previously required an entire development team and weeks of time.